Hey everyone, this is Frugal Panda here with the 2023 wrap up of my visits to Washington State. Back in 2023, like it's only been like a month or two, we decided to take a road trip to Washington State. Now, I've been here several times. My spouse has not been here since we were a very young couple 20 plus years ago. We had a great time, but you know, those memories start to fade. I've been here a couple times. I really enjoy my time in Washington. I think Seattle's cool. I think all the little smaller cities are cool. So one of the first places we stopped actually when we got here to start our trip was technically Baker City, Oregon, because we had to stop for the night, but it was actually Leavenworth. Leavenworth, Washington, if you've seen any of my other videos, is a cool spot. Super hot in the summer surprised me, but the elevation's not high like it is back here in Colorado. This is an area of Mount Rainier. This is one of our second stops we went to. And this kind of was one of my favorite places, the Thaler Wetlands area. It was free too. That was the thing about it. It was free, and you got all these beautiful views and everything like that. Washington is a beautiful state. Washington and Oregon, the Pacific Northwest, Northern California stuff are just really beautiful areas. It's thanks to all the rain they get. And man, I know it gets doomy and gloomy sometimes out there a lot of the time. But every time, a lot of times when I go, I love it. It's just beautiful. But I also pick the right time of year, so I understand that it changes. Paulsbo was an area I didn't get enough filming here, but this was one of my favorite places to actually go was Paulsbo. Paulsbo is a really cool area, Scandinavian history, settled by Scandinavians and everything like that. The people here are super friendly, lots to eat, tons of stuff to see and enjoy. Everyone was super helpful. We went into places and there was lots of volunteers that were really I like history and I like learning about the first settlers of this area. Parking can be tricky here depending on the time of year, things like that. And what I don't usually mention a lot of times, because I don't think it really needs mentioned too much, is that of diversity in Washington State. Washington State is a diverse area. Are some places more diverse than others? Yes, of course. That's common knowledge. From now on, I don't think I'm going to mention it too much unless there's an actual reason to mention it, like someone I'm feeling uncomfortable. Honestly, the only time I ever felt comfortable in Washington State, could happen in any city, was a couple drug addicts. That was about it. And that was in Tacoma. That wasn't even that big of a deal. Anyway, getting back, Paulsbo, highly recommended. Here you go. We're going into Seattle right here. Our trip was delayed a little bit because there was a death. If you saw some of my other videos, they had like a motorcycle accident and a hit and run. So it jammed up traffic so bad getting to Seattle that we had to delay it like for a day going there. Anyway, with that being said, this is Alki Beach. One of my favorite places to go when I'm in Seattle is West Seattle. Pull out my e-bike and I go ride around, go get some food by the ocean, by the Puget Sound, and just hang out, catch the water taxi. Also, if you're planning trips to Washington State, learn how to use the water taxis and the ferries. They will save you money and they will save you time. We've gotten pretty decent at using them once we figured out that it was pretty painless because we hadn't used them in probably 20 years, the ones where you actually put your car on. This is not that. This one right here. This is the one that takes you to Seattle waterfront. This is great. Also, if your kid is under the age of 18, if I remember right, my son has the Orca Pass, even though we're not from there. So anytime we go there and he goes, as long as he's under 18 and still in high school or in school, he rides the ferries for free, which is really cool. Seattle waterfront is really great. Like I said, park in Seattle, West Seattle, Alki Beach area, and then catch the ferry over there. You'll thank me later. Anyway, there's a view of the Space Needle. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, it was a hot day too, by the way. We rented scooters for that one. Fremont's a really cool neighborhood, everyone. Go check out Fremont. It's an old, cool neighborhood that used to be a town that was probably incorporated long time ago into Seattle, so it has its own little downtown, just like Ballard there too, which is another cool area that you can go visit too. Great places to eat. Good vibe, and I really like the place. Here we are on our way to Port Angeles, which is really cool. This is us going to near the whole rainforest. I believe we were passing near the Lake Crescent. Lake Crescent's huge. We stopped and I got this video right here. Lake Crescent was beautiful. This is a beautiful area, and as you know, this is a temperate rainforest area. There's only a few of them in the world, and this is really cool. This whole area, like I said, Washington is popping. It's a beautiful area. Just walking around, hiking, The weather is so good in comparison to Colorado. Colorado rocks, by the way. But the altitude is so low and it's so moist out here that if you're from Colorado, I mean, you could hike for days here. I mean, it just feels so good on your just your physical health. I'm used to being always a mile high minimum elevation. Here's another area we went to in Colorado, in Washington State. It was beautiful. Guys, go check it out. Research. Even when you go once to Washington, you're going to have to go back because you're going to miss so much stuff. And the stuff you do see is going to be really cool. Anyway, this is Frugal Panda. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.